And we are live. Thank you so much for watching Bayloric Worldwide Television. I have with me today a very, very special guest. He was known as Malky Mayweather, the man that took on the world in the gaming. He took on the best in the world on PS3, known as Malky Mayweather in Fight Night Champion, and he was #1 in the world. And he beat. And we are live. Thank you so much for watching Bayloric Worldwide Television. I have with. Yep, we're live. Okay, so we have with us the man known as Malky Mayweather, but better known as Malky Pablo. Malky, are you in the room with us?
I'm in the building. Good morning, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Well, at this point, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. It's 5 o'clock here. What time is it where you're at?
Let me see. It's 11:59. Yeah, 12 o'clock.
There you go.
So it was technically still morning.
The 5 hours. Okay, so those people who don't know about you or don't know of our history together talking, just give people a flavor of who you were back then with regards to Malky Mayweather.
Okay. Malky Pablo back then was, in my opinion, known as the greatest gamer to ever pick up a joystick on any platform. The Malky Pablo we have today is still but an entrepreneur. Now, me and Bayloric, we go way back, 2013. I never forget you and Jenna J. Y'all commentated one of my fights. So, Ingram, that guy, man.
Okay, so you remember then.
Of course. Can't forget that.
Let's talk about how good you were, or you still could be, how good you were in terms of the PS3 and Fight Night Champion. Talk to us about that.
That I was on PS3, man, that was amazing. And I don't even like to brag, but my skill set on PS3, it all started back, I say around the time I was 12 to 13 years old. I played Fight Night Round 3, Fight Night Round 4, and Fight Night Champion. I've been #1 since I was 12 or 13 years old. At this point, I'm 21, so I've been at the top for a very long time.
Wow. So you've been world champion. What's it like when you're fighting these other people and then you've got all this trash talk over the headsets?
Oh, man, the trash talk I heard. I done talked to every type of person you could think of on the video game. Like, I done talked to atheists. I done talked to people that said, I hope you and your family get AIDS and die. Man, I got told, whew, I heard some stuff, Ingram. A lot of stuff online. It's bad.
But what kept you at the top? What made you a cut above all the rest of those gamers in the Fight Night Champion universe?
What kept me above, for one, my brother and my father, they helped me train since 13 years old. And then if we go back to 2004, my brother helped me. So I say as the years evolved, I wanted to be great. And then they was a big part of it. I made sure my defense was on point. So I figured if I got great defense and I fight a smart fight, it's going to be hard for opponents to get in there and get with me.
So what was the toughest fight you had online?
Man, the toughest fight I had online, I'm not going to even lie. And this guy is a very strange individual. We cool now, but Genghis Khan is probably the greatest gamer I've ever played. I never fought anybody that fast. Like, he was out of this world. I beat him 8 times. He's the only person that ever beat me on Xbox. I was 1,000 wins and 2 losses on Fight Night Round 4. He was crazy.
What was it about him that was so great?
Man, he fought like, if I could compare him to any fighter, he fought like Manny Pacquiao times 100. Like, he had power in both hands. He was extremely quick. I'm pretty quick. He might actually be quicker than me, but my skill set, yeah, that guy was tough, man. He could do anything. and I beat somebody by decision, he'll knock him out in the first round. So a lot of people had me as a massive underdog. When I won, everybody was stunned.
Was he cheating? Was he using special cheat moves or?
He did, man. He had a weave that's way better than Mike Tyson, a hook that's way harder than George Foreman, and he was faster than Floyd. That boy, that boy there, man. If he was a real fighter, whew, that boy there.
So was he on PEDs then?
I think he was. We need to check the controller. we gotta check the controller. He was on something. I couldn't have just been fighting the guy with a controller. It was a lot deeper than that, Ingram.
In terms of the number one guy in the PS3 and doing Fight Night Champion, did you ever get contacted by the creators of Fight Night Champion? Did they ever talk to you?
I actually have. I don't know if you know who Mike Maha is. Met him. I don't think we had that much talk, but we talked a little bit. I actually really got to talk to Brizzo, who's now one of the presidents of UFC. Now, this is the funny story with me and Brizzo, who's one of the lead developers in Fight Night, and he's now the president. I never forget my boy named Relapse. We was online, and he said, man, fight Brizzo, who at the time was the developer of Fight Night. So I fight him, and automatically I wanted to make him mad because I knew that he was one of the developers. So I fought him real cheesy intentionally. Man, he cussed me out, but then a week later he apologized to me. So getting that straight. But
I know you
deal with a lot of those guys.
I know you were tweeting out to various celebrity boxers as well and people. Who is the biggest name you played against?
You said that one more time?
You spoke to a lot of celebrities and sports stars, and I know you did tweet out to them and invited them to fight you on the PS3. Did you ever get to fight anybody?
Oh yeah, I got to fight. I got to fight Eddie Chambers' brother. He was a cool guy. I got to fight Anthony Durrell. Anthony Durrell, my boy, but he was mad after that fight. He ain't talked to me since. He was a good guy. Who else I fought? That's all I could think of off the top. But Nonito Donaire, Austin Trout, they checked me out. I had a lot of people, the Hip Hop Gamer, a lot of people seen me.
Wow. So, okay, we're moving now on to 2016. So between the Fight Night Champion and where we are now, talk us through to the point to where we are now.
All right, so this is what happened. After the Fight Night thing, while I was always playing Fight Night, I always wanted to work on apps and technology because even while I was playing, I always had the thing for technology. But what happened is me and my brother, we'll sit in the house and we'll think of ideas, which he thought of this idea. It was, I think it's Google Wallet or one of these wallet apps. I'll say about 3 years ago. Now they making a lot of money off of it. So me and my brother, we'll just think of something that we think is incredible and dope for the world because we figure if we could save people time or we could help benefit people worldwide, then it's the world. So I really got in technology, really I say around, at least since I was around, I say the 9th grade. Like I really was on technology heavy. And within the whole 2014, 15, 16 wave, that's all I was doing was thinking, okay, I need to execute this idea. How can I do it? And we thought of several ideas, wondering if Google still ideas because we thought of several things that been stolen. And we had an incident last year. We had an app that was called InfoCharge. And the point of that app, InfoCharge, was to charge users' mobile cell automatically, meaning our goal was to eliminate chargers. And it was difficult to complete, but we've heard in 2020 that goal will be available. And the goal, how was we going to do it? I'll go because I had it written down. It was like to capture some of the radio waves that the phone transmit when connecting to the cell phone towers and Wi-Fi routers, basically converting them to like electricity and feeding the power back to the phone battery. Now, what we think is going to end up happening is we think sooner or later, a lot of these mobile phones likely be built with like something that automatically charges the phone. But in any event that it isn't, in the 20, with the new technology that's being built every day, I'm definitely going to attack that if nobody else has. So that's what we've been pretty much working on.
Okay, I hear stories. I've always been told this story that whatever technology that we have as civilians today, the government have that is 30 or 40 years ahead of us. Is this true?
To be honest, I'm not sure, but I definitely know a lot of these technologies that people think of. If you think of something that you really feel is good, you need to jump on it, because I personally feel that if you think of an idea and you keep typing in on Google to see if somebody have stole it, something is up with that, Matt, because we really thought of like 3 ideas that's out now, and I'd be paranoid just even typing an idea or something that I thought of. That's why if you seen probably not too long ago, I tweeted that I think Google steal ideas because it'd be kind of a little uncomfortable and I don't be having a great feeling about it.
Wow. Wow. So tell us about where you did something happen 2015. You were telling me 2014, 2015 about an app.
Well, that was actually a mixture of it, and that the app I was telling you about was the InfoCharge app, and that's basically with this guy. I'm not going to say his name. I believe Bangladesh, and I had several incidents with people from there. Not dissing people from there, but I had a lot of bad things happen. And what happened was, man, him came with a deal, an agreement for him to do the app. What ended up happening is he even stole, I paid him money. He finessed me out the money. The app didn't get finished. He blocked me. I've never heard from him again. Then I had an incident with this guy. We agreed on everything. Then he told me, I'm taking your app. It's nothing. And I was extremely paranoid. I don't think I slept for 7 days after that. He just right out told me, I'm taking your app. Ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it. I talked to lawyers, all of this type of stuff. And I was like, oh, he not really about to steal the app from me, but it taught me to prepare better for this new app, VIZREC. Because now I made sure I got everything started. I made sure everybody showed me their ID. We signed non-disclosure agreements. Even if I show somebody the app itself, we're signing the non-disclosure agreement. So 2015 definitely taught me for 2016 because I was on it this year and this go around.
Wow. So in terms of now, have you copyrighted your stuff and protected it in such a way that even if you were to display it now, people couldn't steal it off of you?
I actually have a patent pending on this right now and everything around the app, because what people don't realize is they think this is just a celebrity recognition app. We are recognizing way more than that. And that's why on the patent, I state everything, the things that we're working on now, the things that's going to be on the app, all the features, because it's going to be a lot. You snapping the picture, it's going to be everything around it. So we got it a lot straight now.
Okay, so let's give us this world exclusive. Tell us about this app that you're working with at the moment.
Okay, the app that we are working on is called VIZREC. It is a visual recognition app. Now on the app, I'll give you an example. On the app, say for example, it's a picture of, say you don't know who, let's say Justin Bieber. Say you don't know who Justin Bieber is, and say you watching a movie and be like, oh, who is this guy? I love this song. Woo. So what you would do is you would grab your phone. you will aim your phone at the TV, or say hypothetically you just looking at a picture. If the TV moving, or if it's a picture, or even if you're in public, if you aim that camera at the person that you don't know, what's going to happen is it's going to take a pit. Once you take that picture, it's going to automatically be matching and fetching results. Once it fetch results, it's going to say Justin Bieber. Then it's going to give you a description about who Justin Bieber is. From that, you could go to Justin Bieber other links. That's the one thing we're trying to add to the app, so where you could go to Twitter, his Facebook, and Instagram. Now we have it to where you're not just finding out, okay, this guy's name is Justin Bieber. You're finding out about Justin Bieber, and we're giving you links to better understand who Justin Bieber is, because you went from not knowing who the person is, now you know who the person is. Now you can watch a video on that person. You can follow that person. You could really become a fan of that person you didn't know.
Okay, well, there are positives with that. I think it's great technology. I think to have technology brings us up to date, brings us up to speed, gives us information at our fingertips like that.
Right. Of course,
with everything, with every good thing and good energy and positive and great intention, there's always something with ill intention, and the issues around privacy, security, stalking,
right,
cyber stalking,
definitely,
security of monies, and maybe people want to be anonymous. They might want to travel somewhere anonymously.
Right,
and also, if we want to go deep about this, then people who claiming to say they are somebody when they're actually not somebody. If you get what I mean. If you were to click up and say, well, in theory, that is Justin Bieber, but then your thing comes back and says it's not Justin Bieber, but it could be something else, but not Justin Bieber. Then what happens then? But for example, I'm just playing devil's advocate. You were to click on, I don't know, Kanye West, and it wasn't, and you clicked on Kanye West, and it was out in public, and you clicked on Kanye West. But actually, when you clicked on Kanye West, oh no, better still, you clicked on Dave Chappelle. You clicked on Dave Chappelle, and when it went to Dave Chappelle, comes back and says, this person is not found.
Right. Now, what we want to do for that, number one, we're trying to have our system at such great standards to where that problem doesn't really show. And that's why right now we making sure, like, I haven't done anything in terms of really showing it to people, but we want to make sure before we even get it out to the public, I mean, like, to the, of course, the investors, we want to make sure we have a certain amount of people checking to let us know if it's reporting back bad data. We want to make sure we have that. There's no justice if we just put the app out and you take a picture of Kanye West and then they say this is Donald Trump. That's horrible. So we want to make sure. So we want to make sure if you do take a picture of Kanye West, we have to make sure that Kanye West appears. And we got to make sure if you do take a picture of a person and it doesn't report the data, we got to make sure that when it says that, it automatically come back. Something on that system comes back to us. That way we can correct that and add that person to the database if it's not. What's not going to happen is you go to our app and you try to figure somebody out, and then a long extended period of time, oh, I don't know who this person is. You come to our app the way we want it, you will know who that person is. So we want to make sure we get that underway. And like I said, it's a lot deeper than just celebrity pictures. That's just what we're using to start it out.
Again, my concerns is, so like, you've got this, but this app, when you're talking about maybe government officials and undercover and investigations and stuff like that, or people infiltrating, I'm just taking it to that level now. And you taking a photo of somebody and they're claiming to be something, and they're actually somebody else, whether they're being reporter, investigator, a private eye. Those things then uncover something else as well. So then you could start using country against country. I mean, this stuff could get real deep.
Yeah, it can. That's why right now we're trying to take it one step at a time, because we know it's going to get, just like I said, it's going to get a lot deeper than this, and we know a lot of things that's going to interfere between it, and we're going to have to deal with this stuff when it comes. But for now, we're going to take it one step at a time, because that was the difficult part at even starting this to begin with. I wanted to go so deep into the app and worry about step 7 and 8 when I didn't even have step 1 through 6. I want to make sure we could dominate the beginning parts. The key right now is to make sure we get a strong database, make sure report back accurate information, make sure give more resources to find out more about the person or whatever it is that they took a picture about. And then if it does get to that point where security and everything is involved, we will find a way to execute and attack that.
Well,
We
here's
were
the
trying to make
situation. Let's just say I'm a bloke and I see a girl out on the road and I like her, or in a bar, and I take a photograph of her, and then I'm invading her privacy by getting information about her. And I go talk to the girl, and the girl says to me, "Oh, I'm married," and then you find out that single, or she's single and she's married. I mean, think about that at that level as well. I mean, you know, affairs. I mean, you've seen the damage in Facebook. Facebook has damaged so many relationships.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One good thing about this, it will bring more truth to light about things. You'll know exactly what somebody is. And you know, one of the most frustrating things for me is that when you're watching a good movie and you might see somebody, you might see, oh, who's that actress, or who's that actor? Well, I've seen him somewhere before. I know I've seen him in a movie before. I've seen her somewhere in a movie before. You went, who have I seen that person before? That would be great. You click on that and go, wow. Now I know where she is, or I know who he is. I'm going to follow them in the future, whether it be on this show or that show, or I'd like to know more about that person, or, you know. Or the other question is, how closely related is, like, the person's character to what they do in real life, you know?
Right.
You look at something and say, well, okay, in this movie, the person's a bodybuilder and he does this and does that and does that. So you say, okay, well, does he do that in real life? Or does he do that in his day-to-day life? Oh, they actually are a bodybuilder, or they actually do this, or, oh, they don't do that. Or, you know, that was all that acting. Or this person actually is a kung fu star, you know, or, yeah, it's really great. So that'd be fantastic. I think it's a fantastic app. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, you know, I try and keep on the positive with it and keep focused.
Oh yeah,
on that,
definitely.
Side of things, and that, you know, your app is not. I mean, it will be a success, no doubt about it. But it's just ensuring that it's in the right hands, and that it's used for the right purposes. What can be done to ensure that the app is not misused or be abused? What can you put in place for that?
Now, like I said, right now we're just trying to make sure the data and everything is in great hands. But when it comes to that, we definitely want to make sure that it's not misused. We don't want anybody to just spam or do anything. But the way we have it is, it's not really like, it's an interactive app, but it ain't like you will actually be interacting with people. It's more so like you interacting with the app in terms of the things we plan on in the future to get out to the public. Like, for example, we want to have it to where, say hypothetically, a person is promoting, like, let's say you make music and you're an artist. We want to have it to where, be at a location, let's say like at a gas station where you'll put your flyer at. Somebody can take a picture of that flyer and your mixtape can appear, for example. We want to have it to where even entrepreneur, this is anything. If you at let's say you outside and you take a picture of a billboard, we want it to actually take you to that point. We want to use it to where this is actually a social media within itself. And I give you another example, because I can't reveal all the secrets, but I give you another example. For example, into where we wanted to recognize cars. Say if you have a car and something is wrong with your car, it's going to take a while to get that in the app. I know it, but to say if you know it's a problem, you put it to the car, it'll visualize it, tell you the transmission or whatever the case may be. We want to get this app to a point to where it visualizes anything. We want this to dominate the world from a visual aspect in the way it's never been done, and as a tool to market and promote business and everything that you have. We want to take away flyers. We want to eliminate and enhance, the world.
Wow. So, what stage are you at now with the app in terms of is it out there yet? Have people seen anything? Have people reviewed it? Or
right now I showed a few people that I'm cool with. Right now it's in the demo stages, but it's pretty much out of the demo stages to the point I'm meeting with investors. I know it's close to around Christmas time, so if not the end of, definitely the beginning of next year, because I already have 3 people lined up that's thinking about investing. Or if somebody want to buy, of course I know we'll have to tighten it up, but you're gonna have to offer us a slice of the pie. But right now we're just focusing on enhancing and just saying what's ever right.
so the app itself, that's going to be available on mobile phones, right?
Yes, it's going to be available on mobile. It's going to be on Android and iOS. So definitely, if you got, well, of course you got one or the other, because they're the 2 dominating right now. So definitely, that's the goal. It's going to definitely be on both.
And will that be an app that we'd have to pay for, or is that going to be a free app? How's it going to work?
It's going to be a free app. It's very similar to Shazam in the sense, except instead of sounds, we detecting from a visual aspect. But it's going to be free. And I don't even think we're going to have no in-store app like purchases, meaning like you have to buy. I mean, we'll have to see. But like I said, of course, you want the money, but we more so just want this app itself to be great. Like it's deeper than all of that. We want the app itself.
But if it's free,
so
if it's going to be a free app, how do you get anything back on that then? Surely, if you charge €3 or $4, I mean,
monetization. We basically gonna monetize the app with ads. So through that aspect, that's gonna be the way. Pretty much how like Facebook, Twitter, pretty much how they do it. Because like I said, we're not trying to finesse people or make them pay to get on here. We're trying to actually give them give the user a platform so where they can figure things out, and it's helpful overall. So
okay. But from a marketing perspective, when you feel that you've paid for something, you feel there's a certain standard with it. When it's free, people think it's not as good as when it's paid for. You understand that thinking?
A lot of people, I know a lot of people may think that, but with the success of Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, those are all free apps, and they are 3 of the biggest. As you can see, Mark Zuckerberg is on the top 5 on the Forbes list, and the guy from Instagram, he over $1 billion there. Of course, MySpace, stuff like that. So,
but that's because they're all information collecting. They're all collecting information and data on people. So, I guess your app is going to be another one of those alongside the Facebook and the Twitter and the LinkedIn and the Instagram, because it's all collecting information on people.
Yep, absolutely. And we also collecting data, of course, on, like we said, more things than just people, just visual aspects worldwide. So we believe if the product is good enough, well, not good enough, if the product is amazing and excellent, then we'll have excellent results.
Well, that'll be nice. It'll be interesting to see if somebody took a photograph of me and clicked on it, what would come up.
Oh, of course, it's gonna say the Great Ingram Jones, one of the greatest bloggers ever. That's what's gonna come up. That's what's gonna come up. Baylor Worldwide, baby.
Oh, that's it, baby. That's the one. So, Wow, I'm impressed. So so where does that leave us at Bayloric TV in terms of getting information about the app?
Oh, I got a special surprise for Bayloric Worldwide. But before I do that, let me give a special shout out to Zelahowski. Zelahowski is the guy that designed he designed the logos for VIZREC. And I'm gonna basically show you all of them because we have one that I actually use, but I'm gonna show. Let me finish my shout outs and I'm gonna get deep into it. Shouts out to Bob Cole. He played a major part in getting this app done. This app done. This guy was incredible. He was amazing. Man, he did awesome. Shouts out to our database guys, Marvin with your son, Winston P. Man, all of these guys, they came through. Like we was a good team of 4, and we all got this done. We needed each person. Everybody played a major part. Shouts out to everybody at home already and Bayloric Worldwide TV. What I want to do for you all is this is a Bayloric only exclusive. I don't want to see this on nobody else's channel. I'm going to show you guys a video, the demo of VIZREC. Now remember, this is only a Bayloric Worldwide Television exclusive. I don't need to see it on none of you all channels.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bayloric approved, man.
We
and I'm gonna send y'all the other logos too. Only the Bayloric Worldwide can see the other logos.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that, and we'll definitely, once you send it over, we'll send it out to our viewers so they can see VIZREC, the future.
Oh, already, man. King Ingram.
Thank you so much, chap. Any final words?
Final words. Make sure when this app drop, you guys check it out. Love it, and y'all gonna use it every single day. Even when you think you're not gonna use it, you're gonna use this app. This is the best app you've ever been on, and you haven't even seen it yet.
So when are we gonna hear more news, or you're gonna contact us and let us know more news?
Like I said, I plan on at the end of the year or even the beginning of the year, like talking to the investors, like saying what move we're gonna make. But definitely at the latest, I'll say early February.
Okay, champ. Malky,
Already, champ.
Thank you so much for talking to Bayloric Worldwide Television. What a world exclusive.
No problem, King Ingram. My man.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching Bayloric Worldwide Television. We brought you another exclusive here, a world exclusive with Malky Pablo here, talking about VIZREC, the future. This has been Ingram Johnson, Bayloric Worldwide Television, and we're out. See you soon.
My man.